Sykes, and they've won 4 and lost 2 here at home. Jamie Luckey, Raymond Sykes, and Brian Dorsey are the officials. And the opening tip to the home team. Kitchen has been coming on strong offensively to give Douglas a little help. Tony on the wing. Cross court to Singleton. Chris feeds it inside. Echefu with 10. And a block by Sykes right away. Clemson the takeaway.
Already the Clemson Tigers with solid man-to-man defense in the first possession.
On the kick, KC Rivers. That's a 3. Clemson's all-time record holder in that department opens the scoring.
Nice penetration by Stitt to Rivers for the 3. It gives Clemson a chance, Bob, to get into its full-court pressure. One thing about Clemson, they press full court at home or on the road. It doesn't matter.
Over the rim, rebound comes to Olive. Singleton. Rivers the rebound, and the Tigers are running. KC spins to the middle. Couldn't finish with the left hand, a little out of control. Kitchen. And Clemson very active defensively. Douglas ends up with it. The fake and fire, no whistle. Olive put it in, but no basket. A foul coming on the Tigers. Trevor Booker picks up his first. Leonard Hamilton, the head coach of the Seminoles. And a chance to finish in the top 4 in the ACC. The last time they've done that in Tallahassee, 1993. Back out it comes to Kitchen.
Excuse me, Bob. Tempo is very up-tempo, which should favor Clemson here earlier. A high-scoring team. Florida State 12th in the ACC in points per game offensively.
And a carry by Kitchen gives the basketball over to Clemson. It's a very similar start to the one Florida State had at Clemson. That was a strange one. Florida State missed 27 of 37 shots in the first 32 minutes of the game. And then with that finishing kick, hit 14 of their last 22 to win it at the wire.
I guess that's why you play 40 minutes, Bob Rathburn. I'd say it'd be hard to win with that kind of start for 32 minutes.
KC Rivers, the pull-up 3. And the rebound to Echefu. Florida State 2 minutes in, and they've yet to score. Tony Douglas gets the screen from Olive. Not much with it. Now Singleton in the corner. Inside and an offensive foul. Solomon pushed off to get position, and that's his first. Big afternoon of ACC basketball, of course, and one game is already in the books. The North Carolina Tar Heels with a huge win today over Georgia Tech in Chapel Hill. Tyler Hansbrough had 28, 104-74 as we check out our Woodman of the World scoreboard. Ryan Reed has come in for FSU. Oglesby firing and hitting. Terrence Oglesby nailing the 3. It's 6-0 Tigers.
Well, that's a set play. They drive the baseline, bring Oglesby for the weak side off a stagger double screen for the 3.
And it's a charge on Singleton.
Set play, Bob. They drive the baseline and they reverse pivot out. Oglesby gets a double screen from 2 bigs, a 40% three-point shooter. Almost automatic when he gets that clear of a look. Excellent call by Oliver Purnell. Clemson already shooting 3s offensively. It's part of their game plan. They take more 3s than any other team in the Atlantic Coast Conference. The Clemson Tigers, a big part of their offensive arsenal.
And in the upper echelon, not only in the ACC, but nationally, 39th in the NCAA in three-point shooting as Clemson coming into this game. And a foul on Kitchen. Boy, the whistles are going against FSU, and they seem a bit frustrated.
Well, both teams like to set ball screens. That time they come to ball screen Oglesby, but he refuses it. Drives the ball to the baseline. Foul.
The lob to Booker. Too long. He saves it. Jump ball and and Rivers comes down with it. Taken away by FSU and Singleton. And poked away by Sykes. Singleton gets it back. Kitchen, the lob into Reed. Singleton, a bounce down. Etchefu, left hand off the glass.
Well, Ryan Reed got away, I think, with an obvious push-off in the low post, but Florida State has enough patience to get the ball inside, and Etchefu scores.
Rivers. Oglesby swings it. Here's Stitt. He's been scoring the ball the last few weeks. Booker on the block. KC's floater. Tough shot. Offensive foul. KC Rivers with his first. And that will get David Potter off the bench for the Tigers. Also coming in, Tanner Smith and Jere Grant.
Well, with a pressing style for 40 minutes, certainly depth is important for Clemson. And Oliver Purnell has 9 players, Bob, that play over 13 minutes a game. They go to their bench early and they go to their bench often.
6-2, Clemson. Tigers with it. Etchefu needs help. Finds it in Douglas. Tony looking to attack on the perimeter. Feeds inside to Reed.
Well, nice patience by Tony Douglas. Potter switches the ball screen to cover Douglas. He doesn't force it, and he gets it inside to Reed for the nice righty jump hook. Good patience by Florida State on the offensive end.
Grant trying to go high-low, and FSU breaks it up. Kitchen motors through the hands of Etchefu. Last touch by Clemson. And with that, a timeout. An intense start to this one. Oliver Purnell's Tigers with a 6-4 advantage. A great crowd here in Tallahassee. A whiteout day for the students and the Seminole faithful, and a 6-4 lead for Clemson. Let's take a look at our Haviland defensive shield. And we focus in on the active ACC career steals leaders. And KC Rivers at the top of the list with 202. Tony Douglas right behind.
Well, Bob, 2 guys that really have great anticipation for the ability to steal basketballs. Quickness is one thing, but they are a step ahead mentally in understanding what the player is thinking before he actually throws the ball, and therefore they come up with a bunch of steals.
27 seconds on the shot clock. FSU basketball. Kitchen driving on Smith. Banks it home.
Well, Kitchen has really given this team a lift. The junior college transfer from Iowa has really come on to play very well and move Tony Douglas off the ball where Tony doesn't have to dominate the ball. This is a set out of bounds play and a clear out for the quicker Kitchen to take Tanner Smith to the basket.
Last 3 games for Derwin Kitchen. 13 points, 19 and 14. Trevor Booker will be the trigger man for the Tigers. Sykes out of the game. 5 minutes in. Very intense start to this one, as you would expect in late February in the ACC. The spin move by Stitt. An opening for Smith. Florida State getting its legs as this game unfolds. Missed the first 3, have hit the last 3. Streak ends on the corner miss. And now it's out of bounds and a foul. And the push comes against Singleton. That's 2 on Chris Singleton. So Leonard Hamilton goes to his bench and gets Jordan DeMercy.
Well, this in some ways, that's tough to have Singleton on the bench, but perhaps in a game like this with a pressing Clemson team, the ability for Florida State to go smaller could help them with their passing against the Clemson pressure.
Clemson's done a nice job running their offense, Eddie. A lot of screening, cutting, very active. Now we've got a whistle against them inside, and maybe a little too much pushing and shoving. And that time, Grant gets called for the foul, his first.
Well, both teams, Bob, very good defensively so far. Clemson keeping Tony Douglas